Hi, everybody. Welcome to Chat and Craft with Lorraine. My name is Lorraine Tierney, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Warner, New Hampshire. And I love to make cards, I love to share cards, and I love to help other people make cards. So today I'm jumping on with a really fun fold. Let me move some stuff out of the way, called the Floating Hexagon fold. So I will switch my camera over. I just want to say, please say hello if you catch me live. I really like to know I'm not just talking to myself. And please leave a comment if you watch the replay. I love to have comments. You'll make my day. And if you could like this video or share it, that would help more people be able to make this fun card. And that would be great. So let me switch my camera over and slide this over just a little bit. Okay, it's looking dark to me. All right, this is a floating hexagon card. So it has 5 sides. Why is it? That's not right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's the 6 hexagon. Oh, phew. I'm not feeling great today. I seem to have a little bit of a cold, so maybe that's affecting my counting. But it's a hexagon card, and this element kind of looks like it's floating there, hence the name Floating Hexagon. And it does fold flat, and once it folds flat, it is the same size as our regular envelope. I'm trying to find an envelope here so I can put this in and show you that it fits very nicely in our regular envelope. So that's what we are going to make today. And of course, it stands up beautifully too. All right, now this is with the Floral Delight and the Delightful Wishes bundle. And I just wanted to say, we just had a stamp camp on that last weekend. And stamp camp is free if you buy the suite from me or one of the other demonstrators. There's 13 international demonstrators that take part in it. And you get 13 make and takes to make different projects. Plus you get videos and measurements for another 13 projects that all use the suite. So you will know the suite inside out and really get a lot of use out of it. Well, I cut a whole set of 13 make and takes for a customer that then didn't purchase the suite. So I have an extra one sitting here. If you'd like to purchase the suite from me, I'd be happy to send you the make and takes with the tutorial, and that has videos that go with it also, and put you in the Facebook group so that you can see all of the live presentations that we had last weekend, and they've all been downloaded to YouTube. You would get a page with YouTube links so that you could watch the replays and make those cards too. So let me know if you're interested. I'd love to help that make and take packet find a home. All right. So for this card, we're going to do the floating hexagon, but we are going to use this wildflower birthday paper. So this paper has 2 specialty sheets. One looks like this. So I guess it has 4 because there's 2 of 2. One looks like this, and then one has all kinds of die cuts that you can punch out, or another 2. And we'll use some of these today. And then we'll use some of the other paper, but it is just beautiful. It's got birthday cakes. It's got some pool party and gold. It has flowers. It has soft seafoam and pink. It's really, really pretty. And the die cuts make creating with it so easy. Excuse me while I take a sip. My throat is just a little bit dry today. So there are lots of measurements in this card. So I've got them written down for you right here. And maybe I can put this up here. You can always take a screenshot of this if you would like. There will be a blog post shortly going out with it, and it will have the measurements. Whoops, you can't quite see that. I'll move it down a little bit. And I'll try to give the measurements as we go along as well. So the card base is this back piece here. Oh, I forgot to show you the back, but that's where you would write. And it is 5.5 by 4.125, and we are going to score it at 3/4 of an inch from each side. So we'll do 3/4 there, and then 3/4 here. Okay. And before I put my my trimmer away, we'll score our I called them bridges, these pieces that span from side to side. So we'll score those. Those are 1.25 by 5.75. And we're going to score them the long way at 3/4. That first one's a little tricky because there's not much to hang on to. 2 inches, 2.75 inches. That does not look right. I think I wrote that one down wrong. That is 3.75 inches. I'm glad we caught that. 3.75. Okay, I knew I needed a bigger space up there. And then 5. And I'm going to do the same thing on this one. So it's 3/4, 2, 3.75, and then 5. Okay. So let's build this up a little bit. I'm just going to fold and burnish the score lines. Now I have a nice piece of patterned paper that's going to go right in here, just like that. And that piece of patterned paper is 2.5 by 5.25. So let's put that in. Oops. See if I can, this glue's getting a little bit light. There we go. This kind of reminds me of like a treat box tray, I feel like, when we're right here. Okay, so that's going to go like that. And then we are going to put some strips on either side of that on the inside. And I'm going to have my scalloped edges going to the inside on those. These are 1/2 by 5.25. You need 2 of these. So I'll just glue those on. And this is all, I consider this all part of the front of the card. Okay. And now we're going to decorate our bridges. So we have some 1-inch squares of wild wheat, 1 1/8 on the wild wheat, and then 1-inch squares of the patterned paper. And then the same thing here for the center. It's 1.5 by 1 on the patterned paper, and just 1/8 of an inch bigger on the other. So let's get these glued on quickly. I hope you've had a somewhat warm day in your neck of the woods. It seemed to warm up a little bit here and get sunny, but boy, was it. We had a snow squall this morning. Luckily, it was brief because, oh, it was snowing so hard for about 10 minutes. I thought we were going to be buried. It was crazy. I think I'm going to need another glue. Let's see. Ah, it's going to be one of those glue challenging days. Let me just grab. I use a little push pin, and that seems to always go deep enough to get that little clog out. Okay, and then we put this, the bigger size one goes right in the middle. There we go. I meant to have one of these glued before I came on live, but sometimes I don't remember all the great ideas that I have. I get distracted and poof, they are gone. Please tell me that happens to other people as well. All right, so quickly we'll just do the other bridge. There is a bit of gluing to do because there's a fair number of pieces, but the card itself comes together pretty quickly. There's not a lot of tricky stuff by any means. Okay, one more of these and then we'll put them on. Okay, 1, 2, and 3. Okay. And now I'm just going, whoa, I didn't wait for that one to dry. Just folding these on the score lines. This one should be dry. Okay. So now I'm going to flip them over and I'm going to put a little bit of tear and tape on the inside of these 4 small pieces. Of course, that means that I have to find my tear and tape, which here it is. Okay, I knew I put it out here. I knew it was here someplace. So I'm going to put a couple of pieces on each end. There we go. I do like to use tear and tape for things that I think really need to stick super well. I think the glue sticks very well, but this is even. I just want to trim that a little bit. This is even a little stronger than the glue. Okay, and just give it a quick burnish. That helps that paper to come off. And we'll get these put on to our card base. And then you'll see this really start to come together and just how easy it is. There's a little bit of cutting and a little bit of gluing, but that's the easy part. That's just the decorating. And the assembly is not hard either. So making sure that you have your base right side up, you're going to flip it over. No, you're not. We're just going to close it in, and we're going to put, there's our tear and tape on the inside. We're going to line that up and press our tear and tape right on to that. So these are going to wrap around to the back of our card base. Okay, like that. And they will still, I don't have that one quite far enough. Let's see if I can ease that up. There we go. I'm going to have it upside down because then my head can see the edges of all those lines. Okay, so there we go. Now that folds nice and flat. And those little things wrap around to the back, the flaps. So now we'll do the same thing on this one. We will line these up and then get that right there. And that lays nice and flat. So there is our hexagon base. Now we need to cover up these pieces over here. So we have a couple more strips. These are 5/8 by 5 3/8. And so they're going to just go on like that. Get that going. I see there are some eyeballs here and on YouTube. Please say hello if you would like. I would love to say hello also. I hope you're having a good Friday. Anybody have special plans for the weekend? All right. There we go. So now we have the front and the sides decorated. And for the back, we have another piece of wild wheat. And the wild wheat looks just like gold on here. That's why I chose that. And we'll put our white on there, but I want to decorate that just a little bit with the birthday celebration stamp set. This is the stamp set that coordinates with that paper. Hi, Julie. Happy Friday. So I want to do this cute little garland. We're going to make this an anniversary card. And so I'm going to use my wild wheat and this little pennant or banner. I'm not quite sure what it is. I'm going to do it once in the wild wheat. And then I want to do it in the pool party, but I'm not sure what that's going to look like. So, what do you think? I think I'm going to do it. I'm going to go for it. Yeah, there we go. And stamp a nice hooray on there with pool party. So hooray, it's your anniversary. we'll put that on the back, and then I will show you how to do the floating element part, and then you're good to go. You will know how to make this card. Let's see. So hard to get things lined up when I can't get right over it. I need a little more glue on that now. I've lost my wiggle room because it's dried up a little bit. Oh goodness, it's so sticky. Okay, there we go. Whew. And then we'll put this on. You would especially want to stamp first on this one because it would be a little bit too lumpy to stamp when it's on here. So there's the back of the card. There's the front. So we're going to put this little piece, and I just got some glue on it. Well, that probably will get covered up anyway. I'm going to put this window sheet. I have a piece of window sheet that is 4 inches by 1.5. And we're going to attach that under those 2 bridges. And again, I'm going to use a piece of tear and tape at the top. And then one near the bottom. Oh, I lost my edge of the tear and tape. There it is. Okay. So that paper didn't want to come off. So I'll give it a good little rub. And then it comes off much easier. Okay. And I'm going to put this under here just a little bit. And then under there. And again, it still closes down flat, and you can see there's a little piece of window sheet there. So let's see what we should put on this. Like I said, this is going to be an anniversary card. So it could have a cake on it, and that cake matches the paper a little bit. Could have a nice bouquet of flowers. You could do balloons. Let's see. There is a piece of cake with a candle. I think that's more of a birthday cake kind of celebration. There's a big banner. You could always cut that and do some of that. I think either the cake or, oh, there's this one too. There's a few flowers. And then I have from the cake celebration, another cake stamp set I used, happy and anniversary. So I have that. We should not put the happy on upside down. We could put happy and anniversary with the flowers, or we could do it with the cake. I think the cake is too small, and this bouquet of flowers might be too big. Let's see. Or the bouquet of flowers. I think I'm going to do this one. So I will use some glue dots on the back of this, just kind of down the middle, because the edges are going to float a little bit. I'm going to put it at a little bit of a angle. Okay, and I've missed with one of these glue dots. So I'm going to pull it off with my take your pick tool. I've almost cut the whole thing off. Ah, one little stubborn piece. Okay. Let's see if there's that enough to hold that. I think I'll sneak one under here. There we go. Okay. And then I don't want to add dimensionals on this because it's a little bit thick and opens just slightly when you put it in the envelope anyway. So I don't want to make it any thicker, but I do want to put these on. Okay. I think we'll go just like that. Thank you, Julie. It's fun to make. It looks a lot harder than you think it would be, but it makes me think of the expression, if you know, you know. So once you know how to make it, you know that it's not nearly so hard as it looks. And of course, we need a little bling on here. Let me get some bling. All right. So the die cuts really give you lots of options with this paper. I love this wildflower birthday paper, and keeping it in a stamp case is really handy. All right. I do not remember exactly which dots came with this suite. It might be this one, these party dots. I think I'm going to use some of the pool party and the pretty in pink party dots. You can see I have colored these a little bit. But for this one, I think the pool party will look great. I'll put one there. And another one there. And one down here. And I think I want to put pink one right in the middle of that flower. So there is our wildflower birthday floating hexagon card. You would write on the back of it like that. And it stands, and here it is in the Floral Delight papers. So they're really, really pretty, really quick and easy. So thank you for joining me today. I know I hopped on at an odd time. I usually come on Thursdays, but we had a date night last night, my husband and I, so I wasn't available to jump on. So I came on now to make the card. The measurements will be going in a blog post, hopefully tomorrow. And so you can check them out there. All right. Have a great Friday night and a great weekend. And I hope to join you back on Sunday. Bye-bye.